Hi YouTube fam, welcome to Talking Crime. My name is Gina Marie Bova, and this is where I like to come to talk about solved and unsolved true crime cases, true crime facts and stats, and missing person cases that I don't feel have gotten enough attention from mainstream media. If you're interested in everything true crime, then you've most definitely come to the right place. I do hope that you will choose to subscribe to this channel, and if you hit that little bell next to the subscribe button, YouTube will notify you whenever I upload new content. Quick warning before we get started. My videos are not intended or made for children. They're also not suitable for people who are easily offended or triggered. I talk about true crimes here, and as such, the stories I tell, the pictures that I show, and the language that I use tend to be graphic in nature, so viewers' discretion is most definitely advised. Up until now, I have steered clear of saying anything about the Idaho 4 case, and I'll explain why in a few minutes. But first, I want to go ahead and get everybody up to speed. Those of you that don't know anything about what I'm talking about or the case that I'm referring to when I say Idaho 4, I would like us all to be on the same page real quick. So the Reader's Digest version here. Let's see. 6 students who attended the University of Idaho College, obviously in Idaho, Moscow, Idaho. They were out having a nice evening, not all at the same place, but they were all, out doing their own things, and all arrived back at the home. It's an off-campus 3-story house located at 1122 King Road in Moscow. 4 of the students that were there currently live there. One had just recently moved out, and one was dating somebody who lived there, and he was staying the night. Documents have said that somewhere around 4 or 4:30 in the morning, 4 of those 6 students lost their lives, though 911 was not called until after 11 a.m. It was believed that a person or people entered that house and brutally murdered 4 of the students. The cause of death for all 4 was exsanguination, which means blood loss. They bled out due to multiple sharp force trauma injuries, more cutting than stabbing, but they think that it was a large knife that was used. Manner of death was listed as homicide. Authorities were really they were really tight-lipped and gave the media and the public very few details. And I don't know if that's because they didn't really know a whole lot, or they were trying to protect the integrity of the case. I'm not sure which or what their actual reason was. But then about 6 weeks into the investigation, a man was arrested. Police chief went on and said that they caught the only offender, did not call him a suspect, basically said he was the one who did it, and we can all breathe easy now. But he hadn't even gone to trial yet. He's been in jail with no bail or bond for over a year now, since December of 2022. So we're a year and a half in, almost, yeah, we're pushing 2 years here. So if he's guilty, then great. There's no better place for him to be than locked up and away from the public. But if he's not guilty, then that's just another victim in this case. Instead of simply waiting for the facts to come out in trial, hundreds of thousands of people have come to social media sites, and there are groups for keeping up with the case and the details of the case, but it turned into, it's a shit show. It's a circus, we'll say. People have come up with their own theories and cast blame on people who may or may not have ever had anything to do with it in the first place, but you don't name people and ruin lives when you don't know for sure. I mean, that's just utterly irresponsible. They spend a lot of their time debating with other people that have differing opinions, but it's not like intelligent conversation. I literally have lost brain cells just reading some of the arguments back and forth. The man that was arrested for these crimes, his name is Brian Koberger, and you could go anywhere and Google or search for Brian Koberger, Idaho 4, college murders. You'll find numerous things on this case. Much of it will be incorrect information. So, don't bank on anything you read. use your brain, do your research. Not many facts have actually been told in this case yet. There are lots of content creators who have already done full episodes on this case, and there is a lot to get through it with this case, but I can't do that until I see the outcome of the trial, possibly the appeals process if that goes that far. I need to get more facts before I can really do a good job on a video about this case. It blows my mind that so many people feel like they know 100% that this man is either guilty or innocent. People on both sides of the fence get so hostile and pissed off at each other. If you have at people who have an opposing view, it seems insane to me that anyone that wasn't there that day can feel so positive of their view being correct, especially since most of the information has been kept under wraps. For me, it's akin to hysteria. Sorry about this. Okay, tell me. Go. Okay. Conspiracy theorists from all walks of life are giving their 2 cents, and then some sites that claim to be news stations are spouting theories as though they're facts, and the public has started believing the tabloids again. Just like my day, it was the National Enquirer. Most people have enough brains not to believe everything they see and hear, but there are those few that spread misinformation, whether it be because of ignorance or trying to get attention for whatever reason. I mean, shit, there are books published about this case that give supposedly all the details of the case that has been hidden because they have an inside source, and everybody knows everything, right? But meanwhile, the potential jury pool is shrinking because all of this nonsense that's being put out there, and it's kind of hard to especially live in that area and not have heard of this case and all of the different shit that's been spewed about it. You got somebody who's been locked up for 1.5 years that is branded guilty without even a trial, and if he isn't guilty, his life is ruined. There are other people like the roommates that survived, other college students. There's just so many people whose names and pictures have been thrown out there, and they've been accused of doing horrific shit that they may never come back from. These rumors, I personally believe that although our judicial system has much to be desired by way of fairness and equality and, justice, I still do believe in the notion of innocent until proven guilty. So I will report on this case either during the trial or, but more likely, when the verdict is read. For now, though, I can't do it. And the only reason I'm doing this after 1.5 years of people asking me why I haven't, or requesting that I do this, I needed to answer y'all, but I don't want to do it like one by one. I'm just throwing this out here, and this is all I'm going to be saying about this subject until, like I said, the trial or whatever, other than what I say on this video, okay? I will say that if the only information that there is has already come out, if that was all it was, then whether guilty or innocent, there's no way they could convict him and win on appeal with some of the shady shit that they've shown us thus far. I have no idea if he did this or not, and I have no horse in this race, okay? But based on what we know at this point, I'm leaning towards him being a patsy or one of a group of people, but I'm not sure. And until I know the facts, I can't be sure. I hope I'm wrong. Not so much about him, because I really don't honestly care. I don't know him personally. It sucks that he'd be locked up if he didn't do it, but that happens every day, okay? I hope I'm wrong about the amount of shady bullshit and corruption that I am feeling is going on in this case. I hope I'm wrong about that. Time will tell, though. The only reason that I would even think that's an option and not just a bunch of shit spewed by conspiracy theorists with the little tinfoil hats is because I did some research into some of the people who have investigated this case, who have anything to do with the justice of this case, the authority over this case, and some of them have very shady records with proven corruption or dishonesty, and so that makes it to where even if he is found guilty in the appeals process, it's going to be possible to have that overturned because of prior bad acts on the part of the people who are investigating it that have been caught, found guilty, and have had to they've been punished for some of their prior, would you say, dishonest actions, whether internally in their department or however, but they're still on the job after whatever punishment they had to go through or whatever, and they're on a case like this high priority. It doesn't really make sense to me, but it is what it is, and it's a small town. Everybody knows everybody. It's a college town. On top of that, money talks everywhere, but here as well. Basically, that college, without students coming in from all over the world to go to that college, that town is broke. That is the money. That's the money. That college is the moneymaker for that whole region. And so getting this case cleaned up and a perpetrator behind bars as fast as possible cuts down on how much revenue is being lost. And if you follow different avenues of investigating with what is out there already, it seems a little shady to me. That doesn't have anything to do with my opinion on Bryan Kohberger and whether or not he did it, because I don't have an opinion on that. I don't know enough, and I don't think that anybody who's not directly associated with this case does know enough. And so I'm not able to give you guys facts. It would be all conjecture. It would be all guesswork and rumors, and I can't do it. So that would be the reason that I have not done any videos on this case. I feel like the majority of people that do and talk as if they know everything about this case and they know the facts and he's definitely guilty or definitely innocent, and they sit in there with all the conspiracy theories out there and they show them as though they're facts. I believe that that is for ratings or views or subscribers, and I'm happy with my 200 subscribers. I'm not even gonna lie. I know that sounds stupid to some people, because there are people with hundreds of thousands of subscribers and commercials and the whole nine, and that's not what I'm here for. It's not why I'm here. So it is what it is. I'm just happy that anybody's here watching and hopefully enjoys what I put out there. And that's all I have to say on this subject. So for now, I'm out of here. I hope to see you guys again real soon. Till then, y'all stay safe out there.